പറഞ്ഞതൊന്നും വെക്കേണ്ടതില്ല. രാത്രി കോപിക്കാവുന്ന ഒരു സാഹചര്യമാണ്. രാത്രി വൈകുന്നതും വൈകുന്ന രാത്രിയും രണ്ടും ഒരുപോലെ കോപിഷ്ഠലമാകുന്ന സാഹചര്യമാണ്. A night when it is late and a light when it is later than late, both creates confusion and conflict. Okay, conflict is the right word. Night is a moment of relaxation and a moment of freedom and a moment of freedom of expression. Of course, when the night is late, this gets into a gloom and it creates a lot of trouble. Tonight, for me, it's a late night. I expected a more earlier night, but it was late. Of course, it has its own reason. But reasoning is secondary. The momentary thing that is happening is the spontaneous explosion. That is where that peacemaking has to happen. Of course, it's late. I wanted to come earlier, but I couldn't come earlier. Of course, these may be the dear words. Nor. See, people's expectations, I often strike my nose when I speak, as if I speak from my nose. But the expectations and explosions are rather common in ordinary or maybe upper ordinary generalhood. Both creates the same confusion. You expect someone to be there at time and you don't keep up the time, or you want the other to be on time and he won't come at that time. So naturally, the way of communications may reflect the explosive nature of exchange of words. Why don't you? Why didn't you? You could have told me. You could have phoned me. These are all common things. But what's the pleasurable moment? What's the most pleasurable moment? Everybody wants that pleasurable moment. Nobody is an exception for that. Nobody is an exception for that. But certain things comes between these things and it gets delayed or it gets spoiled. So the inevitable conflict starts. It starts with a word, then it starts with a more moods expression, then it spoils the whole thing. Can it be avoided? It should not be avoided. That's my advice. It should not be avoided. If it is avoided, you won't realize the value of that moment. The moment you expect, that moment you spoil, then only that moment becomes valuable. If that moment comes alive, you will never realize it's valuable. Of course, it's a different thought. Forget it. I have come to a moment of realization when that moment never turns out to be the same. You have to walk back and give freedom to your partner to realize that, of course, it's late. But what happens is that the reasoning is the worst part. There is no need of a reason. I am late. It is a simple word. I am late because of that, because of that. It's a worst word. I don't think it's a suitable word. But it's late. Then it's all right. Both can be comfortable in that word. We are late. We should have been a little more earlier. We are late. Not because of you or not because of me, but we are late. Even for children, it will be okay. City life, I am not used to city life. Though I have lived in many cities and I have seen city lives, I always feel distant from city life. And I always like to remain in my small place. You can call it a grama or something because it's bigger than a grama. But more comfortable thing is that you should feel you get up at the right moment, not because the bell is ringing or the doorbell is ringing, or the milkman is coming, before that you have to get up. And when you get up, you see that the surroundings are not ready and you are alone ready, you feel a little elated because you are ready before the circumstances, either the surroundings are ready for yourself. That's a best habit. You have to be ready before the surroundings are ready for you. It's not an advice, it's only an observation. Then feel free, feel related, feel you are a moment with the nature before everybody is woken up. You are a moment with the nature. That's a pleasant feeling. That's a great pleasant feeling. I think it should be a it should be a guideline for the youngsters. We are before others, ready before the others. Okay, let's close by this thing.